Yeah, my crystal ball. It's sometimes cloudy, but if I knock on it a few times, you know, I think we all kind of have the same basic vision here. We all want end users, we all want medical professionals to have access to the same data, right? Whether it's in the war zone, back at a VA clinic, with a commercial care provider, you know, and now increasingly at home, right? Or wherever you may be, hopefully not while driving. And then at the back end, we want that data to be shared freely among different infrastructure, right? So we have this multitude of options on the front end of how that data is going to be accessed and used. We have these multitude of options from individual agencies to clouds, even out to hyperscalers like an Amazon or an Azure. I mean, all these different places where data may be consumed. And so what we're really focused on, and we think what's going to make or break that, is that sort of data fabric in the middle that links all of those. That's the, if not common language, at least common translation layer, right? We see examples all the time in real life of how data fabrics have made, you know, modern life possible. I mean, you know, I flew over here from California, right, and I probably got handed between, you know, 10 or 20 different air traffic control towers, and if I had to know every time that happened, I'd probably be scared to death, right? But I never knew, right? There was a fabric in place that took care of that for me, right? Or on the commercial side, right, what Apple's been able to do and what's made them so successful is they may have 3 different operating systems in this huge multitude of devices, but at the end of the day, they've created sort of this personal data fabric for me, right? So that all my devices talk together, all my information is shared, right? So probably not as easy on that when it comes to medical data and to an enterprise data fabric, but that's fundamentally what we need to emulate, right? Is have that data accessible from all the different endpoints and have it be able to be stored wherever it makes sense based upon the value of that data, who's going to need to access it and when they're going to need to access it. So that's really our vision for the future is if we can get that in place, right, that enables a whole bunch of different transformative events to happen in this industry.
Absolutely.